Hey everyone, it's MrFlyingPigHD here with a little Q&A Sunday video. Thank you to everybody for... Freaking hair, man. What's going on with this hair? No, back the other way. Back the other way. This way. Oh, I need a freaking cut again. I only got a cut a few freaking weeks ago, man. It's like a piece of shit. What is that I've got in my head? Hey everyone, it's MrFlyingPigHD here. Q&A Sunday, I finally got round to it. It's been a while, I know. I think the last one was towards the end of March. So I do apologise, but thank you to everybody for sending in questions as usual. Let's just get this one underway. Let's stop fannying around and get this Q&A video underway. Let's do this, let's go. The Ginger Goblin we meet again. He asks, MrFlyingPigHD, who do you think would win a goblin fight? The fat, saggy-faced goblin, Sam Allardyce, or the ginger goblin, David Moyes? Man, that is a question of epic goblinosity, to be honest. You know, there's some serious goblin vibes going down in that question. And what do I have to say about this? Well, listen, Sam Allardyce, he's not called Big Sam for no reason, is he? He was a big lad. In his younger days, he looked like a fat Mick Jagger. You know, whereas look at David Moyes, I'm sorry, but in his younger days, he looked like a freaking thin Mick Jagger. And Mick Jagger was, you know, not very big to begin with, let's just say that. So I'm going to have to go for Big Sam, you know, he'd just sit on him. He'd fat all over him, to be honest. And there's nothing the Ginger Goblin can do about it, apart from maybe hope to use his defence mechanism and drive him away with his goblin stench. That's all I can think of. But thanks very much for the question. Greg Hadrill asks, who is United's most prospecting future talent? Now, it's got to be Januzaj, just because he's a freaking legend. And he's 18 years old, he's quality. He's been excellent for Man United, really had a good breakthrough season, and I'd be surprised if he doesn't get to the top level of the game, to be honest. But, you know, United's other young players, I mean, I don't think there's too many that are great. I've always had a lot of faith in Phil Jones. I think Phil Jones will come good, will be a great player for Manchester United and England. But, you know, in terms of great prospecting future talent, I don't know, mate. It's hard to see. It's hard to say. I mean, a few years ago I'd have said, look, Federico Macheda's going to be a class. He's going to be the new Totti or the new whatever, you know, but it just didn't happen for him. Or it hasn't happened until now. So it's quite hard to predict what's going to happen. But I'd have to say that I think Januzaj is going to reach the top of the game just because he looks a class player already and he's only a nipper. Who else? Nick Powell. Nick Powell's had a good season on loan in the Championship, and I think, listen, if he was given the opportunities at Manchester United in that team with David Moyes, was having a freaking mare, choosing Tom Cleverley every week, having a fucking daymare with the midfield, then, you know, maybe he'd be a bit further along still. But I think given the opportunity, Nick Powell will turn into a good standard English player. Okay, maybe not world class, but good player. Good freaking player. So that's what I think. Who do you think, actually? It's a good question. I'm going to flip that back on my viewers. Who is United's most prospecting future talent? Answer below. Archie Blount asks, who would you like to see Manchester United sign this summer? Okay, I'm going to go for a bit of a controversial answer here. I'm going to say, I'd like them to sign me this summer. Yeah, you know, not as a left back or right back or a goalkeeper or a midfielder or a striker. No, as an enforcer. No, I think I should go in the old locker room there. Anytime anybody steps out of line, you know, gives it a little bit of lip or doesn't look like they're trying hard enough, I forget one of those. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's right. What's that? Januzaj? Hey, what's that? No, you talk when I talk to you, pal. You don't just sit there and don't say nothing. What's that? That's right. Yeah, what's that? Young? Hey? What? Diving? Come here, pal. I need to have a word with you, pal. Ashley Young, yeah, listen, you can't dive, mate. You can't dive because, you know, it just makes it kind of look bad, you know. And, yeah, I have some of that, Ashley. Shit, really up my hand then. Anyway, thanks for the question. Lewis Baldwin asks, who will win the league? Oh, it's so painful to say this, but it's got to be Manchester City, doesn't it? You look at the squad they've got, you look at the remaining couple of fixtures. It's going to have to be Manchester City. I mean, Liverpool is still in with an outside chance. I don't want them to win it. See, I'm freaking allergic to Liverpool, you know. Definitely don't want them to win it. Hopefully Chelsea, but it's going to be Manchester City, and it's going to be those freaking noisy neighbours who've bought the title yet again, spunk shitloads of money, £1 billion over how many years, get this squad. You know, they are a team of money and no pride. That's what I personally think. But what do you think about it? Who do you think's going to win the league? My money's on City. Ugh. Oh, why am I wearing a sky blue shirt, man? I've just realised. Oh. Darkstar asks, when's the Seagulls? follow the troll. It is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much. TCPG Blizzard asks, are you a fellow Game of Thrones addict? You know, I'm a bit ashamed to say this, but I've not even seen 1 minute of Game of Thrones. I ain't got a freaking clue what it's about. Well, that's not true. I've heard people, you know, talk about stuff, all these kings and realms and shit. It sounds a little bit gay to me, to be honest. But listen, I'm not that narrow-minded. I liked, you know, Lord of the Rings films, all that type of shit. So if you think I should watch it this weekend, maybe watch the first episode, please comment below. Sneeze, Game of Sneezers. Ryan Lewis asks, as an Englishman, we know we're pretty crap at penalties. How would you improve us at penalties? Well, I'd line them up and I'd give them a big old slap and I'd say, look, stop being such a bunch of fairy pansy namby-pamby melters, all right? And put the ball in the freaking back of the net. And I'd say, if you need any help, lads, just think about it as like this, right, okay? So, you know, the ball's your knob, okay? Let's just say the ball's your knob. It's your knob, right? And the goal is Cheryl Cole's vagina, all right? Maybe this won't work necessarily for Ashley Cole, but let's just say Ashley Cole's not working we're not playing any freaking penalties, okay? Now, I'd say that to them, and I bet 99% of them wouldn't find a problem sticking the ball into the goal when you put it that way to them. That's what I'd say. Tumas Kivioja asks, if you could have sex with any person in the world, who would it be? That's a ridiculously tough question, and a bit of an inappropriate one too. But if I really think about it, if I had to really think about it and narrow it down to one person, I'm going to have to say Goosehead Inc. No. Susan Boyle, yes. Yeah. No, in all seriousness though, I don't know. It's a tough question. I don't know, do I? The whole entire Swedish volleyball team, that'll do. That'll do me. Yeah. No. Actually, no. Yeah, no, I could set with that. Yeah. Or Shakira, you know, or, you know, Margot Robbie, or, you know, oh, I don't know. It's a bloody tough question. Your mum. Only kidding. I've already had your mum. Sam Upside Down asks, are you ever going to go the whole 9 yards and wear old school pilot goggles with the hat? That's a good question. Well, you know, to answer your question, no. No, I'm not, because, you know, I don't have any old school pilot goggles. Where'd you get them from? I've had to settle for women's Primark aviator mock sunglasses here, just to show you. But, you know, actually, I quite like this look. This looks fucking cool, man. Yeah, I like it. I do. Lady sunglasses. Don't overlook the lady sunglasses, people. So that was my Q&A video. Thank you to everybody for sending in questions. You know, I really do appreciate it. And sorry if I didn't get to answer your question this time, but I'll try and answer yours next time. You can ask me some more questions down below for the next Q&A video using the hashtag AskThePig, or just write Q&A at the start so I know what you're on about. Or you can tweet it at me at MrFlyingPigHD using the same hashtag AskThePig. And I'll try and get around to using that in the next video. But I really do appreciate you guys taking the time to send in questions to these Q&A videos so I can answer them, and interacting with my videos in general, sharing them with your mates and all that type of stuff. You know, it's pretty freaking awesome. So I appreciate it. Thanks ever so much for watching. Please give this video a like. Subscribe to my channel, MrFlyingPigHD, if you're not subscribed. And generally, you have yourself a freaking good week.